All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So we're taking a look at the wheat sector one more time, looking at TLRY, ACB, and CGC on this one. That was a little hard to say. Hexo is no longer a stock. It has been delisted. It is now all in Tilly's bucket. So that is that. Yeah, unfortunately, again, the problem is under all five moving averages, under our previous all-time low support line, and we're kind of working our way down, right? So this seems to be a scary video if the other two are going to look like this. So we'll get going shortly, but real quick, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. We have our five moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this thing with your friends, comment good or bad. Look, anything you can do really does help me out, but I swear, just being here and giving me your time is super, super appreciated, all right? So let's get into it, and really there's not a lot to talk about with TLRY here, okay? There's a few things you're going to hear me say on every single video, and unfortunately this is on the bad side of that list, you know what I mean? But when you are under all five lines, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5's peaking right there. Bad things happen under all five. You want to be above and flying, right? Right now you are below and dying if you're a TLRY holder or a Hexo, merger, right? Whatever the word you want to use. But bad things happen under the 8 and the 20. This thing's barely been able to just get over the 8, right? It was this single little one and obviously no follow through from there, right? So RSI looks like it wants to keep going down. I know MACD looks like it wants to keep going up, but I think I'm going to lean here. Volume looks bad. And end of the day, 80% of the work's up here, and like that's not good. You know what I mean? So there's not a lot of things I can say because, again, it'll be easier to see on the weekly. Look at where we're at. There is no price history for me to, say, hey, I think 131 is going to catch us, or 140, whatever. Like, we are going down and down and down into the black hole abyss, that vortex that just keeps eating your money away. You know what I mean? So it's obviously been several weeks of bad, to say the least, right? We're now actually pushing about a full month. Because when was this candle ending? Basically it has actually come to a month. So yeah, again, there isn't a lot for me to say, and again, I have to stress, there is no candle lower than this one. That makes me scared, right? Unless the hand of God, and look, there's a lot of like Schumer news and like, I'm confident that the bill is gonna pass this and that, like, honestly, I don't think one single piece of legislation is going to really move the mountain, okay? I strongly doubt it's going to have every clause in that single one thing that's going to be important enough, right? Like, to me, the most important thing is actually not the banking stuff. For me, it's interstate crossing. So intrastate is legal. I can ship from California's, Los Angeles port all the way up to Oakland, and like that's no issue, right? However, if Apple was gonna start a new store in Nevada, they can move all their technology from California into that Nevada store. Tilly can't do that, or whatever US company can't do. Like, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So to me, once things can cross state lines legally, that's when the game will change. Yeah, obviously some banking things are gonna be important. I'm not trying to like understate that, right? But yeah, just my thoughts, a little outside the lines. You're obviously here to listen to my line stuff, not, my fundamental noise. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of pain unless something magically happens. The line I was gonna use was the hand of God. That's kind of a joke I have, not to offend any religious people, but yeah, this thing needs something. Otherwise, there's not a lot of reason to believe so far. Okay. Whoa! Oh my goodness! I did not expect. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. You can kind of hear the shaking. I shook my desk a little bit. ACB. What an interesting chart. Man, I remember the last video I made was probably talking about just how sad I was that like this looked really good and it now looked bad. I had no idea that ACB actually kept running. Man, that 50 though, man, it's there was a decent attack right here. A little bit right here too. Wow, I'm really surprised. Look, Friday was an ugly day in general. I know the markets are starting to get a little shaky, but I think I'm more surprised that this recovery happened than I am this shocker of a 10%. Oh, wow. Hey, if there's any news here, let me know. I obviously didn't look here. I'll be honest with you. I assumed that this was going to look like Tilray or worse. So I am actually a little blown away by what this chart looks like. Again, sad to see, right? And it goes back to what I always say. Breaking a line once is cool. Don't get me wrong. But you need to do it twice. Otherwise, right? So confirmation is king. This was a man, what a recovery. I can't just like I'm so proud of you, little ACB here. Sad you couldn't confirm the 50 break, but nice. I'm actually relatively happy because I gotta believe the last time I made this video was maybe in one of these because I remember I was excited and then no more, but yeah, good volume the last few days. Obviously, Friday was a little bit of a stinker. RSI is not that bad. Oh, my kitty's in the background. Hi there. Hold on. Interesting chart, though, for sure. But, yeah, it's sad. Look, we did lose the 8. We did hold the 20, all right? Hopefully, on Monday, we can get above 56 cents. Close at 57, I'd be really happy, all right? Obviously, the money line is breaking 59. And that's funny. That's actually my line right there, right? But this, I wasn't this week, Thursday and Friday, I wasn't doing much trading. And look, day after the doji, look at what comes up too. I always talk about that a little bit. I wonder if this alert was going off and I just wasn't paying attention. I'm talking to myself right now more than you guys, and I apologize. But ACB just floored me a little bit. Again, hold 56. Get back and give me 57 too. It looks like it's a high 56, right? Give me 57. Let me believe we're actually over that line, right? That would be very important. Otherwise, hey, we better not lose 54. How close to 53 is it? It's a relatively mid 54. So just be careful. Surprised though, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really am surprised. What does the weekly look like here? Okay, interesting weekly. Look, it's not much, but it's actually going up a little bit. Still under the 8, though. You know I need to be over the 8 to really feel comfortable, but this is a lot of red, right? So, I mean, there's some good recovery to be had. These don't look horrible. That just doesn't look good. Volume is not fantastic, but ACB, one more time. I was not expecting this. Look at that. CGC. All right, listen, on last week's video, I mean, look, there's so much that like, man, I don't even know how to get the words out of my mouth. Let me just start with this, okay? I know because I've been there before, all right? I actually lost more money on weed stocks than any other stocks. Like, I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. I believed weed was going to legalize and, like, it was going to run and, like, blah, 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 right? Like, the worst place you can have your money is all-time lows, all right? Because I'm telling you, you will lose 20% faster than you can imagine. This single day lost almost 14%, and I sincerely don't believe the worst is over just yet, okay? Now, look, don't get me wrong. You generally fall away from the 8, kind of come back, fall away. This thing really hasn't even, like, I still think gonna fall away. There might be, like, a little bit of a recovery here and there, but yeah, CG, like, this 8 still wants to go down. This 20 still wants to go down. This 50 still, like, the pain is not over here. And I always say it, get ready to lose 20% once you're in all-time lows, then get ready to lose 20% after that, and then guess what? Get ready to lose 20% after that, unless the hand of God comes down and just grabs everything and like turns it up. You know what I mean? But Jesus, it's a 4 on the weekly. That's rough. And look, I mean, it seems like the volume is only picking up. It hasn't really like spiked yet and seemingly cooled down, because like we're still relatively holding an uptrend too. You know what I mean? So I don't think the worst is over yet. I'm just zooming out more to see what the volume looks like. You know what I mean? Because yeah, it's. I don't think the worst is over. I don't. I'm not here to guess what the bottom is, all right? I think anyone that does that is just trying to get clicks and stuff. Like, there is nowhere to know. There's no support. I can't go back, like I can't go to the monthly and like say, oh, okay, I see this right here. Okay, this is gonna save it. 44 cents back in like 1978. Like, nah, there is nothing here but darkness and pain. You know what I mean? And that's where we're falling into. So, hey, let me know if you disagree. I'm not here to hate on you. I'm not here to hate on these stocks. I'm trying to tell it like it is. You know what I mean? So, hey, appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you.